Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for staying with CNN News 18. This is Plain Speak and I'm Griha Atul, and we are today discussing the Telangana urban local body elections, where the post-poll landscape has triggered fresh controversy and raised questions about democratic norms. As in many of the councils and corporations, no party won an outright control in the February municipal polls. Now, this led to an arrangement between the Congress, the BRS and the BJP in the form of post-poll tie-ups and tactical alignments to elect mayors and chairpersons, with rivals in some cases backing each other's candidates to keep a third party out of power. These developments mirror the Maharashtra local body elections, where shifting and unconventional alliances have left voters confused and underscored how local dynamics can override state level, even national level ideological commitments between parties. So what are these local tactical understandings that defy the traditional party lines? Are these unholy alliances really a pragmatic part of local politics? Do they not undermine the democratic mandates and ideological clarity? So before we open this up for debate, let's take a look at how the results really have emerged in the Telangana civic body polls. Congress emerged as the dominant victor, securing a clear majority with 1,537 wards across most urban local bodies. The BRS managed to secure 781 wards and the BJP 336 of those. Out of that, AIMIM also went on to secure 70 wards and 271 were clinched by other parties and independent candidates. And here's where the unholy alliance kicks in, as following the results, the once sworn enemies united on a sizable number of seats. And here's what we have for you. The Nizamabad Municipal Corporation, if we take a look at this particularly, you see the Congress and the AIMIM joining hands. Congress went on to secure the mayoral post and AIMIM got the deputy mayor's post. And here's how they benefited the parties together as opposed to the BJP BRS. Then if we take a look at the Nalgonda Municipal Corporation, the Congress won the mayor post unanimously as per votes. AIMIM then managed to get the deputy mayor's position, and Congress got a majority with ally support only. And that is what one has to underline here. Karimnagar becomes even more interesting, and this is the municipal corporation where BJP, by the way, swept the mayor and deputy mayor positions. But here's how they managed to do that, and this is the catch. BRS corporators abstained, and that abstention helped the BJP win this one. If we further take a look at the Kotagudem Municipal Corporation, the CPI in fact won the mayor post. Congress secured the deputy mayor position, and then CPI and Congress agreed on power sharing on a rotation basis, something which is also part of our second debate. A rotation basis in Karnataka really not working. What happens here is something we have to even talk about. We'll of course be discussing that. And if we take a look further and talk about this teaming up of rival parties in Telangana local bodies, what is it looking like and how will it be significantly impacting the state's political landscape? So here's how. In the municipalities where the BRS emerged as the single largest party, rivals have joined forces to block them from securing the chairperson and the mayoral post. So this is the strategic isolation of BRS that one is looking at, and this has neutralized the local majorities. Now, these alliances of convenience go on to prioritize power over ideological consistency, potentially confusing the voters, and this is the most important aspect, who previously chose between them based on distinct ideological platforms. Also, the scramble for post-poll alliances led to chaos in several municipalities. And this is what one learns of, as election for the top posts in 11 civic bodies, that is including Jagaon, also Kagiznagar and Zahirabad, were postponed, and that is the confusion that one is talking about. There are concerns that internal friction within these forced coalitions may go on to lead to administrative gridlock, something that we've seen emerge in those 11, corporations as well, the municipalities. Now, despite the tactical alliances, the results showed a massive urban surge for the Congress, which won 86 out of the 112 declared head posts, And these alliances are seen by many, remember, as a necessary move by rivals to counter the momentum of Chief Minister Revant Reddy's initiatives. And that's why this becomes strategic and significant on a national level. So we are asking, looking at the Telangana local polls, is this power over principle for the Netas?
लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन है, लोकल एज पर देयर कन्वीनियंस, किसी को रोकना है, किसी के साथ मिलना है, वो लोग लोकली जो माहौल के मुताबिक वो लोग अलायंस किए होंगे।
NV Subhash of the BJP, Telangana, Revula Sridhar Reddy, leader of the BRS, and also Srinivas Reddy, spokesperson of the Congress party. They now join us on the broadcast. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We are awaiting the arrival of Asif Sohail, who will also be joining this debate in due course of time. But let me begin with the BRS and the Congress party spokesperson over here. So, Mr. Revula Sridhar Reddy, let me begin with you. When it is nationally, the Congress, BRS are completely opposed to one another when it is about their political ideology. But strangely, locally, are you guys even opposed to one another? We're looking at a friendship, an alliance. BRS, of course, has gone on to, in fact, term it unholy, but you are responsible for doing exactly the same thing.
Not at all. I mean, we are a principal opposition party in Telangana state. So where is the question of aligning with Congress party, even with BJP? We fought elections without any alliance, without any understanding with any other political party. Yes, post-poll, wherever there is a hung result that has come, the local leaders or local equations would have worked out to a certain extent. But doesn't mean that as political parties, we have entered into any kind of alliance with any political party. Out of 116 municipalities in Telangana, only 17 municipalities there was a hung result. So in a couple of occasions where the local equations would have worked out to a certain extent, but it doesn't mean that we as a party, BRS, will not align either with Congress or with BJP either now or in the days to come. We maintain equal distance. We have done the same in the assembly, after that in parliament elections, and even in the future. So there is no ambiguity in this. There is no a double talk in this. There is no confusion in this at all to the people of Telangana.
Okay, Mr. Subhash, the only place, and we're talking about Karimnagar, where BJP has managed to sweep both the mayor and the deputy mayor position, is only because of an abstention on part of the BRS, and that is your track record, your report card as far as these local body elections really are concerned. But joining hands with the Congress?
See, as you see in earlier elections also, we had very clearly stated that we'll be going all alone. And before the municipal elections have started, even the nomination process have started, we have very clearly said we are going alone because we wanted to make sure that our leadership in the grassroots level will be developed. Now the question is, the Congress, the BRS and MIM, and sometimes other CPI and CPM, they had a tripartite agreement in the pre-poll alliance also. When you see from 2014 to 2026 as on today, the Congress party MLAs get elected on their party ticket, they switch their loyalties to BRS, and when the BRS party MLAs they get elected, then they shift to loyalty. This has been happening. So both parties have the same issue that they wanted to stop the growth of Bharatiya Janata Party because they very well know that if the situation arises, we should come together, close together, and then we should fight.
But Mr. Subhash, in this case, it does look like you want to stunt the growth of the BRS, and that's why you're joining hands with the Congress party. That's what the numbers and the associations really are suggesting.
absolutely. See, as far as the Karimnagar is concerned, we had very clearly, we had the absolute number, we had the full the number, and the Congress, including the BRS, they have
But in
joined
Karimnagar,
hands.
I just told you, how do you have the numbers, sir?
No, we have 28 numbers on that out of the 60, and then the BRS has only 4.
Has abstained,
And the
yes.
Congress, yeah, they have just abstained. So the reasons the best known to them, they have just abstained on that. And when you see in Nizamabad, where we had absolute numbers, but the Congress, the BRS, and MIM. They have fought and then they have made sure. This is nothing but defeating the ideology. What is the principle the Congress party has? What the principle the BRS has? No principle
Okay.
for MIM party. They have
Talking
only
about
one
principles, Mr. Srinivas Reddy Kumam, I want you to in fact weigh in on what is really going on. The Congress has emerged victorious in majority of the wards, a good strike rate that the Congress can boast of, but not when it is about these alliances. On the one hand, you are aligning with the MIM, on the other with even the BJP, to what it seems keeping the BRS at bay.
I would not look at it in that angle here, because what happens in local bodies, here we have a clear mandate in almost all the local bodies except for about 17 local bodies. And in the 17, local issues come to the front. It's not about which party is about supporting which party. It's about development over there. And again, when we see, we are voting for people who want development, and we are aligning with people who are coming forward with the same agenda of development in that particular area. It's a local issue over there. The local associations definitely.
But I really want to understand, help me understand this. How do local issues really go ahead and go beyond the party dynamics and also the political ideology? Because Congress and BJP are clearly divided. They are on two different spheres nationally and even at the state level. How can they go ahead and align together? And you're saying this is for a local cause?
We have not aligned with BJP, but definitely in other places there might be some cross voting which has happened. That too for local considerations, because it's not people don't want to go for a re-election, and it cannot be a hung thing. So definitely local issues, local factors are taking more consideration over political affiliations here.
All right.
So. Pardon?
Right. Okay, Mr. Reddy, Mr. Ravula Sridhar Reddy, I'd want to understand from you. Congress really saying that we are not aligning with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Local issues take precedence. BRS, your party says otherwise. You're calling them, an unholy, in fact, a get-together of sorts where you are seeing, and even a tripartite agreement that was mentioned by the earlier speaker. What do we see happening and emerge out of Telangana when it is about these local body polls? Because we have seen something similar happen in Maharashtra. Again, local body elections. What is it with these local dynamics that these parties, including your party, can absolve itself from any kind of blame, even with joining hands with complete political rivals?
Actually, see, that's what I was saying that, there is no policy decision as such. Number one, today out of 17 hung results, Congress party misused the power in the state, deployed huge police power, threatened the candidates who were elected from BRS party and other, opposition parties, threatened the independents and small parties and all together. But wherever, to stop Congress parties, this kind of, hooliganism, if in the interest of the people, if the local leadership would have taken some decision in the interest of the city concerned or town concerned, that must be a different case. But ultimately, here we are the principal opposition party. Why do we align with Congress? At the same time, we maintain equidistance with
Congress calls the BRS a B team of the Bharatiya Janata Party. You have aligned with the BJP when it is about Yelampet, ward there, or Jinnaram for that matter. You have gone ahead and teamed up with the BJP to deny the Congress. So that too has happened.
In a place called Amanagal, Congress and BJP worked out an alliance today, and Congress leader become the chairman and vice chairman from the BJP. That too the wife of the previous former BC Commission member from BJP. So if they come back and criticize us in these kind of alliances, ultimately what I'm trying to tell you,
Mr.
these
Srinivas
are
Reddy, would
not-
you like to take that? You were just mentioning about we are not in alliance with the BJP. BRS says otherwise.
In Nizamabad, BRS has abstained from voting. Had they been there in voting, the things would have been different. It is not right on their part to say that we have,
about Ahmed.
combined
You know
with
what?
BJP.
It's interesting. It's interesting that I talk about one ward, you completely go ahead and sidestep that question and talk
in
about something
Ahmed's
which is
aligning is
convenient to
different,
the
aligning
Congress
is
party,
like I
even
said
the
earlier.
BRS for that matter.
Like I said earlier, the local issues are taking factors over there. There is nothing like the Congress party.
But that's
and
what
the
I want to
party
understand.
coming
What
together.
local issues and how can a sitting minister go on record and say, don't take it seriously, it is not anything serious, these are local
Right.
dynamics at play, and we are
We are
not
very
at
one more
par
place
with
called
even
right.
the BJP or the BRS for that matter. What are these local issues that do not
Yeah.
really impact nationally?
These
Yes,
are-
Mr. Ravula Reddy. Yes.
There are a couple of more places like that where Congress party aligned with BJP. So the issue here is that if they are out to blame us, both the parties, the Congress being in the power, they would have got more number of municipal wards and municipal chairmen. Ultimately, we are backed in 29% vote share in average. In corporations, we got some 32%. So ultimately, we are the strong political opponent for Congress party here, and we are the ultimate alternative for the future.
Talking
So-
about strength, Mr. Srinivas Reddy, Congress has emerged really victorious as far as these local body elections are concerned, and yet even an alliance with the MIM was needed for certain of those wards. What do you make of, and what would you say to that? And despite that kind of strength that you have shown as a political party locally in Telangana, why these alliances?
We are not talking, let us keep aside MIM or BJP or anything.
No, why should
Again,
we? We're talking about alliances here, and I am asking you that you emerged as the prime party, emerged victorious, and yet that alliance was needed. Why that crutch of an alliance with even the MIM? Because you've gone on record, your leader has gone on record claiming that MIM is the B team of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sometimes it is the BRS, sometimes it is the AIMIM. Which way does the Congress really go ahead and stand, and why this swing towards the MIM in that case?
As far as this election is concerned, there is no pre-poll alliance with any party for Congress. And after the elections are held, after the results have come, the local bodies over there, depending on their developmental requirements, they are getting into alliances with different people, and they don't want the. I would like to say this. Because they are saying that let the local issues come first, and let the politics of religion or caste be kept aside, is what is the talk which is going on. Let the issues be solved. Right now there is issues which are being there.
Mr. Reddy, you are saying that the Congress doesn't see eye to eye with the Bharatiya Janata Party over its religious politics only? Is that the case? Is that the stance of the grand old party, even locally?
It is not about religion or caste.
I
here.
did not
It is
mention
only
it. You
about
mentioned it.
We are more. Congress party is more connected to the constitution rather
Okay.
than about religion or anything. We are talking about development here. The chief minister is holding the municipal administration portfolio too. So people have got faith in development because the CM himself has stated that I'm holding the municipal administration.
And my
portfolio.
question to you is, what are you doing about that faith that people have in the Congress party?
we are
You are
definitely-
completely having them confused with these kind of alliances.
People have given their mandate. There is no confusion. The people have given their mandate in the urban local bodies here.
They have given their mandate, but you're deciding otherwise by aligning with parties
they
like
have
the
given
BJP
the
and the
Congress very clear
MIM
majority.
to get
The
and
other
back those top posts. And that is what the problem here is. And that is why we are discussing this. But Mr. N.V. Subhash, about the BJP's track record, and I go back to that scorecard of yours, which really has shown a dismal performance when it is about these local body elections. A strike rate of just 11%, much below than BRS, much below than the Congress, even the AIMIM. That's why this crutch of aligning yourself with the rival clan here was needed. Is that the Bharatiya Janata Party's answer to somehow stay relevant as far as Telangana is concerned, and to a larger extent on a state level or a national level, even in the southern India? Is that what the saffron surge really was all about? A crutch with the Congress party?
It is not like that. The percentage of votes have increased. We are around 15.81% on that. But if you compare the local body elections in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, the combined Andhra Pradesh, whichever party is in power, they used to get the landslide victory. But when when we compare the comparative statements, it is it's only 51%, ma'am. It's only 51%. The Congress party has just won on that. And in the corporations, we have overseeded. We have gone much beyond than the BRS party. BRS party has only 66. We are around 79 in the corporation. This shows
So you are
that
saying that you are neck and neck with the BRS, but here the track record, and I am again going to go to the Karimnagar ward, where you only managed to back the two posts because the BRS in fact abstained from even contesting as far as Karimnagar goes. So that is what the BJP is looking at over here. And again, going back to that entire question, is that how you're attempting to look at states, not just Telangana or Kerala for that matter, Tamil Nadu, one of the biggest states that the BJP claims it is going to in fact emerge victorious out of?
Exactly. See, even in the local bodies also, when you see in the Trivandrum we have won, in the Tamil Nadu we have won, even in Karimnagar for the first time we have won without any alliance. Earlier we had TDP alliance on that, but today the Bharatiya Janata Party is a growing party in that. The percentage of votes have increased, and then the wards, the number of wards have increased on that. However, the PCC president of the Telangana, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Gaud, he went on the record. He said in Nizamabad we have taken the help of BRS and MIM just to stop the growth of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He himself has admitted in that. See, the pre-poll alliance was there, the post-poll alliance was there. Their only maksad is their only the aim is to stop on that. However, our cadre has done. We have 1 and 3 the municipalities.
My plain question to you, Mr. Subhash, is this not a joke on the Janta? If I, as someone from Telangana, decides to vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BJP turns around and has an association with the Congress, what am I supposed to make of this?
See, you are mentioning about the Congress alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, he was in the Bharatiya Janata Party since he had some local issues. He has shifted to
again. It goes back to some local issues. I really want to understand how much of an impact does this really have to go ahead and transcend party lines, go against the party ideologies and join hands. We are going back in circles with the same question. What are these local issues that do not really impact nationally or even at the state level?
See, the local, all these elections will be, they won't be seeing any national issue or, the state issues. They will be looking at the very macroscopically, they will be just looking about the local issues on that. 1 or 2 places it might happen with us, with other political parties also. But our state president, and then we have very clearly said we are not going with any alliance.
From where we look at it, from where we are looking at everything, Mr. Ravula Sridhar Reddy, all of this, taking the voters for a ride, all of this to secure the top positions, whether it is about these municipalities, these wards for that matter, to get that mayoral post, to get that chairmanship, and that is what it goes down to. Local issues can go for a toss. It's only about the position and power.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to a certain extent. Ultimately, a chairman has to be elected or a vice chairman has to be elected if there are equal numbers. And yes, it is not at all a welcoming thing, though, it is a bitter thing to even answer at this juncture. But I should say, that's what I'm saying. That's why there are local body elections. So at the local level, if some consensus has to arrive, if some solution has to come, people would have taken some decisions. Ultimately, by and large, rather than say, we have not, as a political party, I am very clear, we have not aligned with both the parties and will not be aligning with any of these parties in the days to come. The very clear
Mr. Srinivas Reddy, let's go back to the hung houses for that matter, those 11 wards which still there is no decision, the decision is pending. And again, we go back to the same question. The joke is on the voter who has in fact elected a certain party into power, and we are still in fact, having those leadership tussles and these closed-door alliances just to keep and back that top job. What about those 11 constituencies? Mr. Srinivas Reddy.
11 constituencies today, 8 have been completed, 7 have been won by the Congress, and 1 has gone to BRS. Only 3 are pending as on today. As of now, only 3 are pending of the 11 which are hung.
So are you saying we are looking at another alliance between the Congress and the BRS here in this case?
As I said again I'm saying there is no alliance between any of the parties here. It is the local factors which are playing the role.
There was
here.
a reason why it was hung. There was a stopgap arrangement because of that top job. Why it was hung? Why was the decision pending? And that is what the confusion is all about. Mr. Ragula Reddy, would you like to weigh in?
They could not come to a conclusion yesterday. Today, the 11 board,
and what is that conclusion, sir?
Supposed to be elected, of which 8 were done. Even 3 have not yet been completed as of now.
So the decision still pending on the 3. The rest, there is a decision that has finally come about. 7 goes to the Congress. The rest goes to the BRS. How does we see this arrangement, Mr. Ragula Reddy?
Ultimately, whatever may be the numbers, there are 2 places where we have a clear mandate. In their place called Tolur, we have a clear mandate, but still Congress party used power, certain independents, used an ex officio vote, which was actually.
But Mr. Ragula Reddy, isn't it too rich of the BRS to even point these fingers at the Congress, even the Bharatiya Janata Party, but because your party yourself is involved in these alliances that you are accusing the Congress of having with the BJP or even the MIM. Like I said, we are in fact going about in circles, and the joke is on the voters, and that's where it stands. People choose to vote a particular political party into power. They go ahead behind closed doors and get into alliances, unholy ones, with their political rivals. What is the voter supposed to make of this? And that is the big question that still remains despite this debate. I'd like to thank all the 3